Book 3, Chapter 1.5, Lily of the Valorn. The moon hid its face behind a shroud of clouds, granting Elara the cover he craved. Phandolin's burial grove was silent, save for the rustle of wind through the skeletal branches and the frantic scrabbling of his own hands against the freshly turned earth. Dirt packed under his nails, cold and damp, mirroring the chill that had settled deep within his bones. Morthal's grave, barely 2 days old. He worked with a desperate urgency, fueled by a gnawing emptiness and the insistent whisper that had echoed in his mind since the cleric fell.
He has her, Elara. He took her. Take her back.
His fingers struck wood, the cheap pine coffin. He pried at the lid, splinters digging into his skin, uncaring. It gave way with a groan, revealing the still form within, clad in the simple vestments of his faith. Morthal, once perhaps a friend, now just an obstacle. And there, nestled beside the cleric's peaceful, unbearded face, was Lily, Eli's little treasure. The porcelain head, one eye cracked, the painted smile seeming to mock the solemnity of the grave. Her yarn hair was tangled, slightly cleaner than before, perhaps, but still wrong. So wrong.
Yes.
The thin, reedy voice sighed, emanating from the doll head as Elara lifted it free. It felt strangely heavy, humming with a faint, cold energy.
He tried to keep me, but I am stronger. I took what I needed.
Elara cradled the doll head, pressing its cold cheek against his own.
Lily,
he breathed, the name a ragged prayer.
He is with us now, Elara.
Lily whispered, the voice subtly deeper, overlaid with a faint resonance that hadn't been there before. It scraped against his sanity like stone on stone.
Morthal's strength, his devotion. It's mine now. Ours. He will help us keep Eli safe. He will protect her from harm, just as he tried to protect this town.
A low chuckle seemed to vibrate through the porcelain.
His soul will be her shield.
Clutching Lily tight, Elara scrambled out of the desecrated grave, leaving Morthal to the darkness and the worms. He didn't bother filling it back in. Let them find it. Let them know. It didn't matter. Nothing mattered but Eli. He pushed himself up, the new weight of the doll head strangely comforting, the whispers now tinged with a borrowed piety that felt utterly profane. Hunger gnawed, but the other hunger, the need to see, burned brighter, amplified by the doll's grim promise.
She's waiting, Elara,
Lily urged, the voice settling back into its familiar sharp cadence, though the cold resonance remained beneath.
The village sleeps, but not her. Never, Eli.
Phandolin. The name itself was a splinter in his mind. He hated the place, hated its sounds, its smells, its oblivious life. Yet he was drawn there night after night, a moth to a flickering, dangerous flame. He moved through the undergrowth like a wraith, senses unnaturally sharp in the gloom. The forest floor was a familiar map beneath his worn boots. He knew the paths, the hidden streams, the places where the shadows lay deepest.
Closer now,
Lily urged as the first lights of the village pricked the darkness.
Can you smell her? Innocence and grief. Just like Eli's favorite wildflowers crushed underfoot. Eli smells like herself.
He skirted the edge of town, keeping to the overgrown paths behind the shuttered homes. The air carried the scent of wood smoke and stale ale from the Stonehill Inn. The sounds of the village seemed distant and unimportant. Good. Let them all turn away. Only she mattered. Zyra? Eli? His mind stumbled over the names, but Lily's voice, now fortified by Morthal's stolen essence, was unwavering. Sometimes Lily hated her, whispered poisons about her strength, her resolve, the way she drew others to her light that should have been Eli's alone. But Ilara only saw Eli reborn. In the curve of Zira's cheek, the way light caught her hair, he saw echoes of his real sister. A chance, a replacement, his Eli found again.
Don't be fooled, brother.
The doll head rasped, its cracked eye seeming to glint in the faint moonlight.
She's not truly Eli, not yet. She stole the life Eli deserved.
Then the voice shifted again, becoming sly, possessive.
But maybe she could be. If you take her, make her ours. Make her Eli again, our Eli. Morthal will help. He will keep her safe for us.
He crouched in the overgrown garden behind the small cottage, the one where she now sought refuge. He could see her silhouette moving past the window, a shadow play of sorrow. His breath hitched. So close. Eli, so close. His hand tightened on the doll head. It felt cold, unyielding, yet pulsed with that faint, stolen energy.
Not yet.
The voice cautioned, sharp with jealousy again.
Watch, learn, wait. Her pain makes her vulnerable. Her heart is broken, easy to claim. But she must be ours, Ilara, only ours, our Eli.
He stayed there for hours, a statue carved from shadow and obsession. He watched the light in her window extinguish. He listened to the night sounds of the village, a distant dog bark, the creak of a signpost, the murmur of the wind. And through it all, Lily whispered, weaving her venomous, contradictory tapestry. Hate this Eli, claim this Eli, make her the real Eli, punish her for not being the real Eli, pulling the threads of his sanity ever tighter, ever closer to the breaking point. As the first hint of gray touched the eastern sky, the compulsion drove him back to the forest, back to the cold earth, back to the waiting torpor where reality blurred, and Lily's voice, now laced with the ghost of a dead cleric, was the only truth. He left nothing behind but disturbed leaves and the lingering chill of his passage, the doll head's painted smile facing the sleeping village.
Soon,
It promised, the voice a confusing blend of threat and corrupted devotion.
soon, Eli. She will be